Hello Overwatch Players and welcome to this new video. Now in today's video I will share some tips with you on how to improve your aim while playing Overwatch. So let's get right into number 1. So for number 1 we're starting off with sensitivity. The reason I'm starting with sensitivity first is because it is the baseline of playing Overwatch. You need a good balanced sensitivity in order to aim and play good in Overwatch. Firstly, you want to configure the Windows settings because this actually affects your mouse drivers along with actual Overwatch itself. So firstly, you want to go in the mouse properties as shown on screen, and for the pointer speed you want it to be the 6101 because this is the baseline for everything, and also make sure to untick the enhanced pointer precision because this is basically Windows mouse acceleration and you don't want that when you're trying to aim. For mouse DPI, you want it to be a low DPI so that you can aim, but high enough so that you can turn around to a enemy that is shooting you from behind without having to with your mouse a lot of times or whatever. To alter your DPI, you want to go on your mouse drivers and basically just go to the DPI settings. Now the DPI that you should really set it to is around about either 400, 600 or 800. I wouldn't recommend going over 1000, and most people that I know, including professional players, use around about 800, but some use 600 and 400 if they have a big mouse mat, etc. And I will also include a little list that is being put together by some people that includes all the professional players' sensitivities, DPI and also the Overwatch in-game sensitivity as well. The in-game sensitivity is all down to preference. You need to adjust it and just test it in the practice arena. If you're using 800 DPI, I would recommend not go any higher than 10 sensitivity, but not any lower than 5. But just keep adjusting until you find the right sensitivity for you. A good test for your sensitivity is if you can do a 360 using your whole mouse mat. That's generally the best, since you have most control. Like I said, this is all down to preference, you just gotta do this on your own. It might take half an hour, it could even take an hour if you really want to find a comfortable sensitivity. So in conclusion, you should keep your sensitivity low, but not too low so you can't turn around to an enemy flanking you, but not too high so that you can't aim. You want to find the balance just for you, so keep changing your DPI and your sensitivity in game until you find that comfortable spot. And also a little tip on a mouse mat, if you have something like this, just don't. Please just buy something like this. Invest in a better mouse mat. It will improve your aim a lot because you'll have more space to be able to move your mouse, and it will just be generally a lot better, and they don't even cost that much. Many people actually don't know that you can change your crosshair in Overwatch, especially new players that haven't really played the game for that long, but you actually can by going in the settings. And if you come from a game like CSGO or any other game where you can customize your crosshair, it might improve your aim if you're switching to Overwatch, because your muscle memory with that crosshair will be there. For example, for me, I have roughly the same crosshair as I do on CSGO than I do on Overwatch, and this helps me a lot. For your crosshair, I would just recommend keep changing it until you get to a comfortable one that you can play with. And the most popular colour right now is actually green, I believe, because there's not many things in the game that are actually green and it stands out a bit better. But also, a little side note, the boom that you can toggle on and off makes it so that when you shoot your crosshair expands. You can either make it a static crosshair or a dramatic crosshair. Also a little side note, you can change your crosshair for all the heroes, or you can actually select each hero individually and change the crosshair. So for example on Soldier, if you want to see the boom when you shoot, you can just go to Soldier, turn that on, and it won't be on for any other heroes apart from Soldier. Also some heroes have an extra sort of setting for them, such as Zarya and also Widowmaker. The third thing to improve your aim is actually pre-aim the map. If you play Counter-Strike or any other sort of game like that, then you should know you should always pre-aim the map and have your crosshair on corners and where the enemies going to come from. While playing Overwatch, you should always have your crosshair of where the enemies will be coming from, because the less adjustments you have to make in order to actually shoot that enemy, the better chance of you winning that 1v1 fight. Here is the best example of this. Instead of aiming at the floor while you're moving or trying to get to an objective, etc, whatever, you want to actually aim up and aim at corners of the maps, doorways, just really anywhere where the enemies is going to come from, because the less adjustments that you make, the better chance you're going to win the 1v1 battle, or actually just deal damage to the target. Because for example, if you're looking down at the map while moving and an enemy pops out, you have to adjust and move your cursor up to actually shoot that enemy, and by the time you've done that, they could have hidden around the corner again. But if you're always aiming on that corner and he pops out, you can immediately shoot him and deal damage to him. Alright, so the last tip for this is basically just practice. Just playing the game either competitively or just playing in quick play. Either one, it doesn't really matter, as long as you can just practice your aim. The only way your aim is going to actually get better is if you play, because obviously if you don't play then you won't get any better. It's legit impossible. There's a few different ways you can actually practice without actually going in a public game. You can use the practice range, which I'm currently in now, to just test your aim on moving bots or standing still bots. And also with this, you can actually make a custom game that is a skirmish where you are just fighting against bots and there's no actual objective, you just go kill each other. So this can actually improve your aim quite a lot. And also along with this, there is actually an option where you can have it headshots only. So if you want to go to that level where you just want to get headshots, and that will improve your aim a lot better, but you might get frustrated since you won't actually hit as many headshots and you could actually get generally frustrated. So I wouldn't really recommend this unless you want to actually go hard on your aim. Also a little note, if you're doing the custom game with headshots only, I would recommend taking Bastion and also Zarya off, simply because Zarya's bubbles can actually be a nuisance, and also Bastion, when he's in turret form, his headshot box is actually behind him, so it's impossible to headshot him when he's looking at you. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've stayed this far, then thank you very much, because I thought this video wasn't even that good, so if you stayed here, that's amazing. Thank you so much again. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Check out the 2 videos on screen if you're interested in RuneScape or Guild Wars. I'm probably going to make more Overwatch videos depending on how this video goes, and as always, have a nice day.